Black supremacy. I want to thank you all for coming, being at this divine meeting. I want to thank the Black Supremacist Vangaurd for being here and being online and maintaining the integrity of Black supremacy locally, nationally, and internationally, because that's the ripple that we're sending out. We're maintaining the consciousness of Black supremacy internationally for Black people all around the world. That is the purpose of the Black Supremacy Vanguard. We got everything else. We got organizations, we got land, we got property, we got guns, we got soldiers for all type of causes, material for all types of uses. But what we lack as a total community is Black supremacist consciousness. So the Black Supremacy Vanguard is that which propagates, push, and maintains the integrity of the consciousness of Black supremacy for all of our people. That's the whole purpose of the Vanguard, to stand in that position and to continue to present that and keep that on the forefront with all of our people in all cases, situations, and circumstances. Our goal is to keep Black supremacy on the forefront. Black supremacy is the solution to all of our problems because it is the ultimate state of responsibility. As soon as we say we're supreme beings, we're taking responsibility for everything going on in our community. It's not just attacking the symptoms, police brutality, the health issues that we have in our community, the black devilishment and Negro issues that we have in our community, the materialism and capitalism. Black supremacy is not the band-aid to those things. It is the root solution to all of those problems. Because if we attack each one of them from a perspective of not looking at ourselves as supreme beings, then there is no solution. The fact that we're Black supremacists, we're saying there is a solution, that we have it, and we choose to be it. We choose to be the solution and keep that solution on the forefront in the minds of other people. Because where the solution is absent, then there's nothing but victimization. That's when you hear all the complaints. We're going through this, and I can't believe they're doing this to us and that to us, and look what the police are doing now. It's just nothing but cries out of victimization with no solution. The Black supremacists are the solution, know the solution, and we live daily to implement the solution in our lives, in our communities, in our neighborhoods, and to keep that on the forefront in the minds of our people. So as the Black Supremacist Vanguard, that is our concentration. Everything, this whole universe needs to be reassessed, reanalyzed, reconfigured based on Black supremacy. All of it needs to be. That's the only missing element, is that the awakening to Black supremacy. That's the only missing element in all of it. And once you add that into it, the rest makes sense. Then there's a solution to this problem. Then there's a solution to that problem. Then we become the victors versus being the victims. That's the one solution. Our issues in real estate, we're the makers and owners of the planet Earth. Our issues with these police departments and all these other entities, we have the right to protect and defend ourselves and create the type of planet that we want to live in. Black supremacy becomes a solution in every single situation. The main solution. So my challenge is to bring more people into the consciousness of that, to stand in that. Because by standing in that, that is continuously being perpetuated to others. Now, just to begin my lecture, I wanted to start off with the role of women in the Black Supremacist Vanguard and in the liberation, the progressive liberation movement of our people, because that needs to be factored in. Black supremacy is genderless. It really is. It has nothing to do with, it has to do with whose mind has the capacity to hold the idea, to interpret the idea, and to maintain a consciousness of that idea of Black supremacy. Whoever's capable of doing that. Just like I said, there's no respect of gender. There's also no respect of age. If you get it at 12 years old, then you're a rebel. You follow what I'm saying? You're ready. If you get it at 45 years old, if you get it at 94 years old, it really doesn't matter. Whose mind can hold that? Who's at the point of being ripened to being situated to stand in that position? I don't care how physically strong you are. I don't care how much you have worked out and how much martial art training you got and how many weapons you got. If your mind cannot hold Black supremacy, you are of no use and no value. Do you understand what I'm saying? A 3-year-old that can hold the idea of black supremacy is more relevant to our progress than a 60-year-old that's just talking about, well, you know, I want to see a change. Do you hear me? A 4-year-old on black supremacy is more powerful than a 45-year-old. Why? Because of the progressive consciousness of what we're doing. All of these different material associations have become more valuable than the consciousness that we're implementing. And we are living in a world of grandiose materialistic associations. So things are only valuable based on how they are in the material world. And that's reinforcing the world that we want to change. If it's not working to create the world that we want to change the world into what we want, then I don't care how valuable it appears. It is of zero value. And the more value we see in it, the way that it is, just on a materialistic level, the further we have moved away from black supremacy. The further we have moved away from our objectives. So, it's who can maintain that thought? Who can stand in that position? And I've seen in some cases women stand in it stronger than men. In some cases, women have been able to be more solid because of their mind, their mental state, their determination and willpower. And there are other cases where men have been absolutely more stronger, more solid, and more steadfast than the women. But it's about the consciousness of black supremacy. It's not about the physical manifestation of might and strength. It's not about that. Because we can use all these mights and strengths for negative purposes. We can fight each other, kill each other. You follow? If these things are not working for black supremacy, then it doesn't even matter. The feeble black supremacist is more relevant and more stronger to the cause of black supremacy than the super strong white supremacist, person with the white supremacist agenda. Do you follow? And it grows. Black supremacy grows incrementally based upon the amount of energy that is added to it by those that are really evolved. And that incremental growth is enough. You follow? If that one more feeble person joins, and I keep using feeble because I'm exaggerating how consciousness is so powerful. If that one feeble person joins, based on black supremacy, that incremental growth is valuable because it has actually grew. And a person that is on 1,000 different types of steroids, but not conscious of black supremacy, all they can do by default is push the white supremacist agenda. Do you feel me? They can't help it. And they're strong in that by default in pushing the white supremacist agenda. They have super extra strength to push that agenda. So the more we exalt the material aspects of things, the more we are distracted by those things, the less we are being a progressive part of the transition towards black supremacy. The less we are ushering in the new world order that we are creating. Because we're distracted by a whole bunch of just personas. We're distracted by mirages. It is the strength of mind that projects thoughts to the world that makes everything physical evolve around those thoughts and ideas. It's strong minds that do that. Do you follow what I'm saying? And all the muscle and all the material in the world, everything physical organizes around the strong-mindedness. It organizes around strong principles and those who are steadfast. Now, steadfast and physically strong are two different things. To be vigilant, to be devoted, to be determined is more important than physical strength. To put physical strength behind that is times a billion. You follow? But the factor is the steadfastness, the endurance, and the devotion. That keeps something alive. That makes something invincible. Devotion, endurance, and steadfastness creates invincibility. Period. physical states appear, a state of strength, a state of sickness, a state of prosperity, a state of lack, right? A state of wealth, a state of poverty. These are all materialistic conditions that come and go. But what makes it through all of them? The steadfastness of any devoted individuals that are absolutely sincere and clear on what their position is. And that don't matter whether you're a man or a woman. It's not relevant there. Who can stand for that and in that? Well, some say, well, and really, for a woman to do it, that makes the woman stronger than the man. Let me show you why. Because it should be easy for the man to do it, right? Because we got all the physical strength. We should be able to stand up according to what we say about ourselves and what we say we're on and who we are. We should easily be able to walk in that. And so that if it was a black supremacist movement that was just 500 women standing against a white supremacist entity, you follow, of 1,000 men, those 500 women are even 10 times more miraculous, do you feel me, than those 1,000 men that are on white supremacy. Am I correct? Because for one, what they're doing is miraculous. Because they're going against the physical illusion of strength and power, right? But we know that's an illusion. We know that mind overcomes matter. So all material situations and circumstances will conform to the strong minds. And mind is neither man nor woman. I'm going in now. If you got a strong mind, nothing is going to defeat you. The material world will cave into those that are strong-minded. No matter how physicalized the situation is, no matter how many guns or weapons or whatever they have. Because strong-mindedness made them fight for that. Strong-mindedness, something of a great mind, made them pick up that weapon. Right? And be willing to give their life for that. Am I correct? It was some strong-mindedness that made them do that. And it wasn't their strong mind. It was whoever convinced them. So when they come up against another strong mind, they're coming up against the essence of what motivated them to do anything that they're doing. They're coming against the root of the universe. The root of the universe is mental. Everything in the universe is mental. Mind creates everything. Everything manifests from mind. So I go with that to say that the strongest attribute of the black supremacists is strong-mindedness. A non-wavering, total integral, non-compromising, absolute position, absolute clarity. That is the universal attribute of the black supremacists. That's a reality. The reason the forces of white supremacy seem so strong, whether we think it's the police department, the military, whatever, because they're strong-minded on that. They can hold down a crowd of how many people? Thousands. When they know they're in the wrong, they're unattacked by thousands of people right here in America. How's that possible? The shooting I just saw earlier today of the brother getting shot, they knew that the police was in the wrong. But the mindset of those officers was so strong. The integrity that they had mentally kept them from having to kill anybody else. Am I right? They didn't waver or even break down even a little bit. Even being absolutely wrong. Their mind is that strong. Yes. Yes. The white man's mind, the white supremacist mind, is that so strong that they can hold down evil. Do y'all hear me? When we think of strong-mindedness and strength, we think of good. Don't we? That the good is always going to win. And just the strong-mindedness. No, you're just strong-minded about that.